What happens to your voice when you're gone? In the age of AI, that question just got a whole lot weirder. Today, we're diving into the insane story of a digital ghost that literally took over the internet and what it means for every single one of us. If you're ready, hit that like button and subscribe because we're jumping right in.
So get this, just days after a really shocking public tragedy, a voice starts spreading online. A voice that sounded eerily familiar, speaking to millions from, well, beyond the grave. I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. What if they could actually deliver one last message, one final call to action? That's the crazy question right at the heart of this whole thing.
And that's how it started, with this message of reassurance in the unmistakable voice of a man who was no longer alive. But here's the twist. This wasn't some spiritual message from the other side. This was a ghost in the machine, a 100% AI-generated speech that absolutely exploded online.
Okay, so for this to make sense, you need to know who we're talking about. This was Charlie Kirk. He was only 31, the founder of the conservative group Turning Point USA. He was fatally shot during a speaking event on September 10, 2025. So, you have a huge public figure, a shocking event, and that was the perfect storm for what happened next.
And what happened next was an absolute explosion. This AI sermon didn't just get a little bit of buzz. It went massively, unbelievably viral. The numbers are just wild. First, it landed on TikTok. Suddenly, there were more than 1,900 different videos using this AI audio. People were slapping their own visuals on it, their own messages. It was spreading like a digital wildfire. Then, it jumped over to X. And get this, a single video, one showing an AI Kirk hugging Jesus, racked up over 22 million views. The scale is it's hard to even wrap your head around. And the craziest part? This wasn't over weeks or months. Nope, this all happened in the immediate aftermath. A viral tidal wave that crashed over the internet in just a matter of days. But it was the message that was the real rocket fuel here. The AI wasn't just saying goodbye. It was a political and spiritual call to arms, telling followers to get back in the fight. So this wasn't just a tribute, it was straight-up digital activism. Now, this whole event, as crazy as it was, didn't happen in a vacuum. It's really just the biggest example of a much larger and, frankly, stranger trend, the rise of AI ghosts. Welcome to the world of faith tech. Yeah, it's a thing. This is a whole new industry where AI and spirituality are colliding. We're talking about apps that let you chat with figures from the Bible or get prayers written for you by an algorithm.
And don't for a second think this is just some weird hobby. There are tens of millions of dollars in venture capital getting poured into these faith tech startups. This is serious, serious business.
But this whole idea of digitally resurrecting the dead, it goes way beyond the world of faith. It's also happening in politics and activism, and it's creating some major waves.
In fact, we've kind of seen this coming. An AI avatar of a Parkland shooting victim was made way back in 2018. But things got really intense in August 2025 when CNN actually interviewed that avatar. It sparked a huge controversy just 1 month before the AI Kirk stuff blew up. You can see the technology is accelerating, and so is the debate around it.
Which brings us to the absolute heart of the matter. When you create an AI version of someone who has died, is it a beautiful tribute, or is it a massive technological and ethical overstep?
You've basically got two camps. On one side, people see this as a powerful new way to create a memorial, to keep a person's ideas and legacy alive. But on the other side, critics see a deeply disturbing digital puppet using someone's face and voice without their permission to push a specific agenda. And that criticism is sharp. Talking about that Parkland avatar interview, a reporter for the Daily Wire just slammed it, calling it an AI chatbot being used to push partisan politics. You can see the huge potential for manipulation here.
Okay, so this is where we turn the camera around, because this tech is only getting easier to use and way more powerful. So let's talk about your digital ghost.
Look, this isn't science fiction anymore, and it's not just for famous people. Pretty soon, creating an AI version of anyone could be as easy as using a filter on Instagram.
Seriously, think about it. Every email you've sent, every social media post, all your voice notes, everything that makes up your digital self, what happens to all of that data? Who owns it, and what can they do with it?
And that leads us to the final haunting question. Who gets to make that call? Your family? Some tech company? The public? Who has the right to flip the switch on your AI and decide what it says when you're not around to speak for yourself?
This is one of the biggest ethical minefields of our time, and we really want to know what you think. Drop your take in the comments below. Who should be in control here?
We are in completely uncharted territory, and having these conversations is more important than ever. If this explainer blew your mind a little bit, let us know by hitting that like button, and definitely subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that's changing our world. We'll see you in the comments.